Did you know that the most common strength of the most effective leaders is not leadership? It's not bravery. It's not discipline and self control. It's actually the capacity to love and be loved. It's kind of counterintuitive, right? But if you really think about it, it makes sense. When you're following someone and you feel like they care about you, you trust them more. You trust them to make decisions that would be in your best interest. You trust them that if you've got to do something really hard, it will be worth it. You end up feeling like you're not just a number or a means to an end or a way to make more money or just get things done, but you're a person that leader cares about. Well, you know what? This is true for anyone, whether you are leading or not leading. When we apply love to situations, to our dilemmas, to our challenges, we get the most productive answer. We get what we actually need. And in the world we're living in right now, I would say there's not quite enough love. In fact, there's probably a whole lot more fear than love. We find oftentimes ourselves, whether on social media or in public, we see people reacting in ways that are not kind and that are not loving. So, my challenge to you is a really simple one, and it can be life changing. When you think about your biggest challenge right now, the dilemma that you're facing, perhaps the hard conversation that you need to have, I want you to coach yourself with this question. What would it look like to respond with love? What would it look like in that situation that is challenging to you, that perhaps concerns or even scares you? What would it look like to respond with love? With that person that maybe you just cannot see eye to eye with, what would it look like to respond with love? You know, I think about the scripture we most often hear at weddings, and I want to read it from First Corinthians. It says, "Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs." It's such a high standard, but if we can live by that, perhaps each of us, one by one, can create a world that just feels better to live in. And right now, I think that's something all of us